So, look at these, look at these. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I just had a quick question. Random things go through my head, and sometimes I just be like, I wonder if other people go through that. Let me see if a little bit of mellow fellow has some mineral. Anyways, I was wondering, do you guys ever like you watch something and then you get sleepy, you go to bed, you go to sleep, take a nap or whatever. If you don't yet, because you're in your 20s, now, not a baby. Believe me, when you get older, you go backwards. Anything you did as a baby, you want to do after 35, 45, whatever age you start acting like a baby. You want to eat certain foods. You want to take naps. You want to. Anyway, so the question was, so I went to sleep after watching Family Business. And it took me a long time to finally give in to watch that show. But I did. And I was like, okay, it's a little corny. Some of the actors, you could tell. I mean, I don't act, so I can't do that. But it's a little corny. But I got into it because I'm like, besides my YouTubers, like the ones that talk about the shows I watch, there's really, like, I can't find Queens of Men, Men of Queens, whatever, that show with Eve, uh, with the top model chick. It was a great. I hate this new way of doing TV. It's like they load up 3 seasons or 4 seasons, and then they make you wait a year or two for the next. Then what I have to do is go back to the maybe a season before or the first season and rewatch everything, hoping that by the time I get done watching the new season out, they're never out. So there's like 4 shows that I was watching. Power kind of lost me because after the kid got rid of his dad, I didn't get what was going on. All of a sudden, Mary met the man, all this other people and new names, and I have dyslexia, so I can't. I liked it when it was just the 3 main characters and their little girlfriends off and on, or side chicks. It was easy to remember. It was easy to follow. There's too much going on. I don't know if I missed a book or two, but they should have just said book one, book two, book three. Power should be book one. I guess the book two is the second. Anyways, so I lost interest because I'm like, the kid is, to me, it's not given like he's a real tough guy. Like the 3 main characters of the initial Power, the wife, the husband, crazy white boy, they look like they could have been those people in real life. So it was believable. But this little kid trying to be tough, trying to be like his dad, but hate the fact that his dad did what he did. It's like, and then I don't want to see kids doing private stuff. Like, it's just, yeah, it's not for me. And I'm definitely not into the ish shows, grownish, childish, whatever. I think it's corny. I think it's like a play on. I'm not black. I grew up in the Dominican household, and even if I was in foster care or whatever, I still know that there's a difference. But I don't like shows that kind of make fun of, like, white people would like this. They'll learn about how we do things. I don't know. And plus, after Girlfriends went off, I didn't like that chick because I felt like she was the reason that the show got canceled or got, maybe she was too diva like or not easy to work with. Um, I don't know. I just feel like something happened and it has to do with her. But yeah, so I was watching Black Family Business, took a nap, fell asleep, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know if I was shot or like something, but I'm like, you know how blood like filling up in my mouth, dripping down my side, and I'm like, so I woke up and I touched my chest. I'm like, oh my god, I just something happened in my head because I didn't want to freak out my kids. And I look, I'm like, well, it's not red. What is this wet stuff, girl? Little did I know that because I was having that dream and my body decided to make it as real as it could, my mouth filled up with saliva and I was drooling like a baby that was teething. It was. So I'm just curious. Like I had dreams before of like skydiving off a plane. Then I wake up like, ah, like with my arms out, thinking I was doing the star in the sky, falling. Thank God I don't have any dreams of drowning because that's my biggest like fear. Every time I fly, especially when I flew to Spain, oh my God, I was so scared. Um, because I was already tired, cranky, and pregnant at that time. I was only 3 weeks, but I was nauseous. And I'm thinking to myself, the plane from New York to Madrid, that was supposed to be like 10 hours. Then I had to grab another plane. So let me tell you the quick story of that. I had to go from Washington to California. I just got the cheapest ticket at that time. I didn't know I was going to have 12 stops, and the weather was horrible. So, California can't deal with rain. So, they were like, oh, it's hard rain. We got to. So, 2 hour delay in California. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to miss my other flights. Then from California to New York. I'm flying in, I think, early December, so that was dumb. Never again. If I ever have to catch a long flight, I'll never do it in the winter time. Um, so there's that. Then New York had a blizzard. So snowstorm, ice on the plane. So they were like, it's gonna be a delay. Now it was a 2 hour flight for some reason when it should be just one. But 2 hour flight from Washington to California. And then from California to New York, it was about 5 or 6 or 7. And then they had to de-ice the plane, de-ice the runway, de-ice, da 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 da, and wait until the storm calmed down. So that was about 2 hour delay in the airport. I thought about calling some of my family, but I'm like, shoot, I don't know. They might not show up, or they show up right when I'm supposed to be boarding, and I don't want to be at the door and miss my plane. Nope, I worked too hard. So I just stayed there. Luckily, I had some food with me that I bought. I did go outside of the airport in California, grab something to eat, sit down, came back, made it on time, thank God. So I'm on the plane, and it's an overnight flight, And it wasn't too long from the Twin Towers going down. So I was nervous, and I did see some of those people. I hate to sound prejudiced or racist, but I did see the people with the head wrap, and I was like, I'm not going to sleep. I know the doctors say you can have 1 cup of coffee, 2 cup of coffee when you're pregnant. But I'm gonna drink coffee all night long. So I told the lady, keep it coming. Keep it coming. If you don't want me to throw up, I explained I was pregnant. And I was like, I need crackers and coffee all night long. And I think I did close my eyes almost the last hour or so, but the whole time we're flying over water. I was having, and the weird thing is about me, when I'm panicking, I actually look and sound extra calm because I almost feel like if I get any, my voice gets any higher, or I don't know, my body just does that naturally. I'll be like, yes, I will come. Oh, thank you so much. And it looks very calm, very, and if you know me, you know I'm loud. If I'm comfortable with you, I'm loud. And um, so yeah, when you see me real calm and real like mellow fellow, like I just did a gummy, most of the time it's because inside's like, so I'm trying to keep it contained. So yeah, crackers and coffee got me through that flight. So I don't even know if it was 10 hours, 12 hours. All I know is the one way was 24 hours, the other way was 22 hours. I think going was the 24 hours because of the blizzard and the delay. And thank God, when I was coming back, I went from Barcelona straight to New York, I think. And then from New York straight to Seattle. No Madrid, no Cali. So I think that, yeah, that made the difference. But and coming back, it was during the day, so I did look out the window a little bit. I didn't have a window seat, so I was glad. Because going, I did have a window seat, and I'm like, why did I do that when I know I'm scared of flying over water? I love swimming, but I'm scared flying over water. I was like, that was stupid. So maybe I asked not to be at the window seat, to be at the outer seat so I can get up and go to the bathroom. But I did not ask for coffee the whole time because it was daytime and I was more relaxed. I think I was so tired from spending 3 months with my family, getting to know them and just being busy with them and the stress of it all, that I was just like, I'm glad to be going home. But it was an unforgettable time. I wish I could do it every year. Spain, Barcelona, especially Madrid, um, Vendrell. I think that's how you say it. I loved it all. Like, I really wanted to stay in Barcelona when I went. I was like, oh my God, it's so peaceful, it's so happy, it's so nice, so beautiful. And the weather wasn't bad, like Puigcerdá weather. It was up in the mountains where people go up to ski, so it was snowing a little bit. It was colder, but when I went to Madrid and Vendrell, it was more like Vendrell is almost like the DR. People are yelling out the window. You hear music. You hear cars going by, and the atmosphere feels like the DR. Like, it's very happy, very, hey, don't, like everybody knows your name type of thing. And I loved it. Barcelona, of course, it's like fancy. There's people playing music. There's big churches with beautiful windows, beautiful ceiling. I loved the train ride from Puigcerdà to Barcelona. It was like 2 hours, 3 hours. But it didn't even seem like that long. It was nice and spacious, clean. It was cool. And thank God that my cousin took me out. She was fun. Jahida. She was fun. I couldn't believe that she took the train. Like, she took the train, went and got me, took the train back with me. I think she took me back and then went back home. Like, that was a lot. And she was showing me, she was even trying to convince me to stay. I'm like, girl, between the fresh bread every day and the cheese that you get at the little cafe down the street from Thea's house, and just family, and I was like, if it wasn't for that I didn't have my citizenship, I would definitely try it. Like, I just went there with a with a visa, with a 3-month visa and a passport. But if it wasn't for that, yeah, I would have stayed in Barcelona, girl. I would have stayed. But anyways, my minutes are running out. I got 18 minutes and it's at 16. So yeah, just I was just wondering, like, do you guys ever have dream and your body kind of make it feel so real that you wake up like, whoa, was that really happening? Sometimes I have dreams of being tortured somehow or being like, and then I wake up like, what? It's crazy. Very weird. I noticed some of my medicine give me like those type of dreams. So I did switch one of my medicines. Anyways, like, share if you care. Do you guys ever share my videos? I always say that, but then I'm like, I don't know how I would feel strangers watching. But I guess I do have a public YouTube. Either way, thank you for your support. Share if you care, like and comment, and let me know, like, yes, no, maybe so. All right.